What if I told you that the BMW M series, once the king of driving excitement, might be losing its soul? The brand that defined pure driving pleasure with the legendary E30 M3 and the E46 M3 has slowly transformed, and not in a way that many fans would expect. The M cars we once knew, raw, agile and thrilling, are being replaced by larger, heavier and tech-heavy machines that feel more like luxury sedans than sports cars. Maybe soon they'll be offering a massage feature too. So, what happened? Was it the shift to turbocharging, the rise of electric cars, or simply the pressure of a changing market? In today's video, I'm going to break down why the BMW M series may no longer be the driving legend it once was, and if there's any hope for its comeback. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. You don't want to miss them unless you're into watching paint dry. Now, let's get into the rise and fall of BMW M. BMW's M division has always been a symbol of automotive excellence, known for creating some of the most exciting cars in history. The golden age of BMW M began in the early 1980s with the E30 M3, which is still considered by many as a pinnacle of the M legacy. It was raw, it was pure, and it was designed for one thing: to provide the ultimate driving experience. In short, it was the M3 you'd bring home to meet your parents and impress them. The E30 M3 was engineered with motorsport in mind, and it quickly became the car of choice for driving purists. With a high-revving, naturally aspirated engine, it wasn't about raw power alone. It was about how the car handled and how it connected with the driver. Every twist of the wheel, every press of the pedal felt like an extension of your body. It demanded attention, but in return it offered an experience that few other cars could match. The kind of experience that left you grinning like you just gotten away with something. Fast forward a decade and the E46 M3 came along. With its S54 engine, a 3.2-liter inline-six that produced 333 horsepower, it became the perfect blend of everyday usability and thrilling performance. The E46 M3 wasn't just a car, it was an event. From its perfectly tuned suspension to its precise steering and the glorious howl of that engine, it embodied everything that made BMW M cars so special. Basically, you needed to hold a press conference every time you started it. But it wasn't just about speed. The E46 offered a balance that allowed enthusiasts to push the car hard on a track while still being able to drive it every day without compromising comfort. It was a kind of car that could put a smile on your face, whether you were on an empty stretch of road or winding through tight corners on a mountain pass. It was a car that said, "I'm fun, but I can also get you to your dentist appointment on time." As the years passed, BMW M began to evolve. The introduction of the F80 M3 in 2014 marked a significant shift in BMW's approach to performance. The most notable change was the switch to forced induction. With the F80 M3 adopting a twin turbocharged engine, this move was met with mixed reactions. On one hand, the twin turbocharged engine delivered more power and torque, making the car faster in straight-line performance. On the other hand, it was like replacing your favorite pair of sneakers with a brand new pair of orthopedic shoes. Functional, but something felt off. The F80 was certainly an impressive machine. With its 425 horsepower, it could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds, making it faster than its predecessor. But something was missing. The high-revving, charismatic engine note was replaced by the deep growl of the twin-turbo 6-cylinder. And while the car was still incredibly capable, it no longer had the same visceral appeal. It felt more polished, like the difference between a rock concert and a smooth jazz performance. Sure, it's nice, but you miss the energy. But the F80 M3 wasn't an anomaly, it was part of a larger trend. As BMW M cars evolved, the emphasis began to shift away from raw performance and towards refinement, technology and luxury. The M5 and M6 became more luxurious, featuring advanced infotainment systems and driver assistant features that you might expect in a high-end sedan, but not necessarily in a true performance car. Did someone say comfortable? Let's not forget those extra cup holders. And it didn't stop there. With each new model, BMW seemed to focus more on making their M cars more livable, offering more comfort, more tech and more sophistication. In the process, they started to blur the lines between the M cars and a regular BMW lineup. Was it still the same brand that once built the ultimate driver's car, or was it now making luxury performance vehicles for the commute? As BMW began adding more features and technology to its M cars, it also began raising the prices. The E30 M3 was priced competitively when it was first released. It wasn't a budget car, but it was still relatively affordable for anyone who had a passion for performance. Fast forward to today, and the price of a new M3 or M5 has skyrocketed. The G80 M3, for example, can easily top 6 figures, putting it out of reach for many enthusiasts who once considered an M car to be the ultimate attainable performance machine. It's a kind of sticker shock that makes you double check your bank account just to be sure you're not dreaming. The increase in prices can be attributed to the added complexity of modern M cars. These cars now come equipped with premium materials, high-tech infotainment systems, and advanced driver assistant features that push the price higher and higher. While these features undoubtedly improve the comfort and usability of the car, they also take away from the raw driving experience that made the earlier M cars so beloved. It's like buying a luxury yacht that you can't take out on the water. You're not exactly getting what you signed up for. In some ways, the shift towards a more luxury-oriented M car makes sense. BMW has always been a premium brand, and in today's market, it's difficult to sell a car without offering the latest tech features. But the result is a disconnect for many long-time BMW M fans who feel that the brand has become less about the driving experience and more about status and luxury. Is it still the ultimate driving machine, or has it become the ultimate status symbol? Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think BMW M has lost its way, or do you believe the newer models still live up to the legacy of the brand? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get a conversation going. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the discussion. One of the most noticeable changes in the M series over the years has been the integration of technology. The E46 M3 was a relatively simple car in terms of tech. It had all the essentials, but it wasn't bogged down by a complex infotainment system or an overwhelming array of driver assistant features. Fast forward to today, and the tech in modern M cars is off the charts. It's like the M cars have been enrolled in a Silicon Valley coding bootcamp. The G80 M3 is an excellent example of this tech overload. While it's an impressive car in terms of performance, it's also filled to the brim with screens, digital controls, and a host of systems designed to make a car easier to drive. Features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and self-parking technology are great for daily driving, but they can make the car feel more like a luxury sedan than a true performance machine. It's a car that might park itself, but will it park itself into the hearts of enthusiasts? While some argue that these technologies make the car more accessible and livable, others feel that they can detract from the purity of the driving experience. There's something magical about the simplicity of older M cars. There were no distractions, no tech to rely on, the car itself was the focus and the driver experience was everything. With all the tech in modern M cars, that connection to the road feels a little weaker. So, is there hope for BMW M's future? While many enthusiasts mourn the loss of the raw, unfiltered M cars of the past, there is some hope on the horizon. As the automotive world begins to shift toward electric and hybrid technologies, BMW has already started hinting at the next generation of M cars. The BMW XM is one such example. It's a plug-in hybrid which combines the power of a traditional M car with the environmental benefits of electrification. If this is the future, let's just hope that it still sounds like something worth driving. Additionally, the BMW i4 M50 shows that BMW is exploring electric performance in the M division. While it may not have the rawness of a G80 M3, the i4 offers instantaneous torque and a driving experience that's unlike anything we've seen from BMW M before. Whether or not electric M cars can replicate the visceral driving experience of the past remains to be seen, but hey, at least they won't have to stop for gas. The future of BMW M will likely be a mix of both the old and the new, combining the driving thrills of the past with the new technologies that are shaping the future of the automotive world. If BMW can find that balance, there's hope that the M series can regain its former glory, or at least its soul. In the end, the question isn't whether BMW M has fallen off, but whether the brand can evolve without losing what made it great in the first place. It's a tricky balance to strike, but if anyone can do it, it's BMW. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the evolution of BMW M, Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Drop a comment below with your thoughts. Do you think the M series has lost its soul, or is it still the ultimate driving machine? And if you haven't already, make sure to like the video if you agree with my take. Thanks for watching. Peace.